Hey guys, so today I'm doing a quick video on how I do my basic foundation every day. I've already off camera applied some moisturizer just because I let it sit for a couple seconds so that it's not tacky or dry or anything, and I don't have any issues with my primer and makeup application. I'm going to go ahead and grab my primer. Right now, I have the Glorious Younique Face and Eye Primer. I just have this sample size right now. That's what came in my presenter's kit. And I mean, I'm just using a tiny bit. I start applying it in my problem areas, which to me is pores, my pore areas, which is my nose and a little bit here. And then from there, I just spread it out. But I definitely want it to really sink in. Oh, in my under eye area, of course. With 3 kids, I don't necessarily get as much sleep as I would like. So I usually have something funky going on in my under eye area. That really helps the concealer. I mean, it helps it stay. Okay. Oops. So, it's a primer, real quick. I know it's, some people skip primer. I cannot do it. I think it really gives you something. Like, my makeup does not come off. It doesn't budge. I'll garden outside. I'll be running around with the kids. I'll be sweating. I've done outdoor events where I'm outside for the whole weekend. My makeup goes nowhere. It stays on my face until I take it off. And I believe that that is because I prime. I saw someone say it's a crime not to prime, and I think that's like the best hashtag ever. It's a crime not to prime. Alright, I'm gonna go in with my Mineral Touch Foundation. I am Taffeta. Oh, before I shake it, this is a trick I did learn. Empty your dropper into the bottle, then shake it. You don't have anything that has separated in the dropper. I don't remember who I saw that tip from, but that's a good tip. Okay. And I just have a powder brush. Okay. 5 dots. That's all I did. You know what? I usually put my concealer on under this. I'm not sure. I woke up not too long ago, so I think I'm still half asleep because I forgot that. But I have done it over it as well. And the thing is, you blend, and eventually I go over it with powder also, so it really doesn't matter too much if it goes under my foundation or over it. The shades work so well together that it works regardless of whether the foundation comes first. Plus, some people prefer to put it over, other people prefer to put it under. Okay. So, there's that. Oh, blend my neck. Okay. So those are the 5 drops of foundation. This is my concealer that I'm using right now. It's from It Cosmetics. It's Bye Bye Under Eye. This was an Ipsy bag score. And I have just a small concealer brush. And I love this. A tiny bit goes a long way. That little tube, I don't know how long I've had it for. So I start by putting it under my eye. And then, I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe it's just me and I'm overly critical. You know, we are all usually overly critical of ourselves. I go in and put it on my lid also. And that's because, here, I'll do one eye, and then I'll show you guys the difference. I feel like my eyelids are darker, and they feel kind of sunken in. The color on them, I think it's because I have an olive undertone. Okay, so I'm blending it with the brush. I usually use this just to kind of spread everything out, and then I come right back with my finger. At the end of the day, I just feel most comfortable blending my concealer with my finger. Because I can kind of control the pressure, control how much I'm bringing down and out, and control how much I'm leaving concentrated closer to the lid. Okay, so you guys can definitely see a difference. And people to like see where it has it on the lid and where it doesn't. It's whatever you guys are comfortable with. For me, that's what I'm comfortable with. Need a little bit more. Ooh, that's too much. Okay. Okay. So there's my foundation, my concealer. Real quick, real simple. I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys just a small bit of blush. I'm gonna use this lighter shade with a little bit of my second to darkest shade here. Tap off the excess. Now I do this smile when I apply my blush, but I don't put it right on the apples. I kind of maybe halfway out. And then I buff it. So just enough will come in that I don't look like I have too much pink in the center of my face. It still looks bright. Okay. Now I'm going to go in under that with a contour shade to help blend it out. Plus it's nicer weather right now, so we all want to look a little bit sun-kissed. I'm probably going to come in with this shade and a smidge of this one, just because I'm not doing a heavy contour today. I'm just going to do a little bit. Okay, so you see I've got these big lines, and now we're just going to buff it out, of course. Bring it down to my jawline a little bit, just because I don't mind putting the contour, the darker shades down here. Try to slim it down a little bit, of course. Who doesn't want to slim the face down a bit? I do bring it up to my temple some. I don't like applying the product directly up there because I feel like it's way too dark, way too much. But as I'm blending, I just bring it up and down. And I will take a tiny bit of it and do it up here. And I mean, I barely put my brush in the product, just to get a little bit of it. Excuse me. there's that. Last thing that I'm going to do is get my highlighter. I have a cream highlighter. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I like the powder a lot more. Maybe I still haven't found, I haven't found my groove with the cream eyeliner yet. So here I have a really pretty, really shimmery highlighter. Okay, see the shimmer? It's City Color powder highlighter. I don't know. It was very inexpensive, but it works great. This brush is by Luxie. It's a tapered highlighter brush. This was another Ipsy find. I do love this. It's great. Okay, so real quick with the window light, I'll show you guys the highlighted side and the not highlighted side. I love the window light because now I know that I need to blend it out a little bit more. Always double check your makeup, guys. If you can't do it in full natural lighting, always double check it. Some days we all get a little, I don't know, you can have a heavy-handed moment or just something that you missed. There we go. So now, because I said, like we just saw when I did the window shot, I'm gonna buff it out a bit more. Okay. Much better. Alright, so there you go. You have it. That's my face routine, give or take. This is just the basic face. Like I said, it wasn't heavy contouring or anything like that. So, if you guys want, I'll do a video on how I contour everything at some point. Okay? Thanks, guys. Have a great day.